Already, we are live here on the channel. So, it's been a long time, but we are here. Also, I have a few stuff open that I should be able to close, but I feel like we're running good here. I closed a lot of my tabs, so everything should be good. But I feel like I should close Discord because I don't need that open for the time being. Anyways, what is going on, everybody? We are here for some live, not really coverage, but more so a watch party, I guess, for Melissa, because she is set to rapidly intensify to a Category 4 or even Category 5 hurricane. I cannot roll it out. Just simply due to this environment out here. Melissa has the capabilities of, being a Category 5 today. But time will tell, honestly, as to what she will do. But, she is looking like she can do anything, really. I mean, she has a closed eye wall, which it has been confirmed that her eye wall has been closed about 25-30 minutes ago, and now she has convective towers blowing up around her, and you get another one blowing up there too. But if I just refresh this here, I think we're getting another scan here, I guess, from satellite. But if I take a look at chat and see what everybody's up to. Again, we're here live on the YouTube channel. So if you guys just give me a second. Live on the YouTube channel. It's PJ on my alt. I will mod you. But yo, what's up, PJ? And what's up, Camp? Welcome to the stream. But yeah. Here is the satellite loop. And as you can see, we got more convective towers just blowing up around her center. And what that's yeah, this thing is moving. This thing is moving like it. Trying to go west southwest. Look at that. Kind of churned a bit. You can see her center, it appears to be right here. That's her center right here, where my cursor is. That's her center. And it appears she's moving west-southwest, actually. And you got another convective tower blowing up right there. Got another one blowing up here. Another one here. So, yeah, she's looking like she's going to do something today. And time will tell. She's got all day. And unfortunately, the bad news here, I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but Melissa is set to, chances of her not making landfall on Jamaica are decreasing by the day here. The whole cone, or the whole island of Jamaica, is in the cone of uncertainty here from Melissa. And unfortunately, Melissa is going to bring with a catastrophic flooding rain event for the island of Jamaica, and as well as, Haiti. Up to, get this. This is what I'm going to show here. 4-day rainfall forecast. Isolated rain totals up to 30 plus inches of rain are possible for a lot of the island of Jamaica, actually, and as well as the strip there of Haiti. And an isolated 20 plus inches of rain there for Dominican Republic, excuse me. So, in all of this, right, not only the flooding is going to be a huge problem due to the stalling and just the slow nature of Melissa, we are going to be seeing just a ton of other impacts as well. The island of Jamaica, guys, holds a population of, bear with me, population of, give me a second, 2.82 million people. Now it's 2024, so Jamaicans, guys, I consider just evacuating. Like, time is running thin on ice right now. And listen, this hurricane will probably be one of the worst hurricanes y'all have dealt with in a very, very long time. It's probably been since Gilbert since y'all could see something like this. And honestly, for the island of Jamaica, it's not looking very good by the day here. And I will say this. I mean, I don't know if there's any good news, but I mean, you know, the people in Jamaica should, you know, take this seriously. And I did hear about the Jamaican government saying something regarding, you know, what was it? I forgot, but they said something like, we're going to wait till hurricane warnings and then we're going to evacuate. That, okay, I see why they did that, but I feel like that's misleading and, you know, misleading your citizens of your country. But I feel like, you know, they should be evacuating about a couple days ago. But, you know, listen, I'll say it and I'll say it again. This has the potential to be the worst hurricane Jamaica has dealt with in over decades. Since Gilbert. And I honestly don't see this, you know, I mean, hope for the best, pray for the worst, that's all I could say. But we are here to discuss a lot of Melissa and what she's capable of. Also, I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. Also, I don't know why my Alexa's going off there. Scared the crap out of me. But anyways, oh my goodness. Anyways, dude, Alexa scared me. She just went off. I did not even say her name, but I just didn't know. Anyways, we got Recon in this thing. Also, I don't know why there's a random ad over there. Airports are closed because hurricane warning. Yep. So, yeah, unfortunately, evacuations are, I mean, how else are you going to get out of Jamaica? It's the island. The other thing I say, I mean, I don't know. But yeah. If we take a look here at Recon, I don't know why I switched to satellite. We'll switch to satellite in a bit, but looks like, I don't know what this is. This is not the current, by the way. I don't think it is. But if we just refresh. Whilst that refreshes. Well, it already did, alright. So I feel like Recon is going to go like this and go down that way. Or Recon's just going to go north and then go that way. Honestly. I feel like that's what Recon's going to do. And we are going to get the new we're going to get the new NHC advisory. Excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups today. We're going to get the new NHC advisory here in about 30 minutes. Or even less, actually. And I'll expect them. And I expect this to be a hurricane. And I expect this to be a hurricane here. But we're not done here going over the impacts. We're going to take a look at the key messages. So this was for 5 a.m. Advisory 16. Jamaica. This is for Jamaica. Melissa's slow movement will bring a multi-day period of damaging winds and heavy rainfall beginning tonight, likely causing catastrophic flooding and numerous landslides. Landslides is another impact as well. And then There is an increasing risk of life-threatening storm surge early next week. All preparations should be completed today. For Haiti, catastrophic flooding or flash flooding and landslides are expected across southwestern Haiti into early next week, likely causing extensive infrastructural damage and potentially prolonged isolation of communities. Immediate preparations to protect life and property are urged. Strong winds could also potentially last for a day or move over the Turban Peninsula. For the Dominican Republic, heavy rainfall could produce potentially catastrophic flash flooding and numerous landslides in the southern regions. Eastern Cuba, Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos. Monitor Melissa closely. There is an increasing risk of a significant storm surge, damaging winds, and heavy rainfall by the middle of next week. In eastern Cuba, the risk of life-threatening flash flooding and landslides is increasing. So a lot there noted from the NHC, excuse me. And if we take a look at the warnings here, you can see Haiti is under a tropical storm warning, and Jamaica is well under a hurricane warning for the whole island there. I expect the National Hurricane Center to issue tropical storm warnings, watches, hurricane watches, and potentially even warnings there for the eastern island there of Cuba in the next day or so. As Melissa will go like this and then go hit Cuba, or sadly hit Jamaica and then Cuba and potentially the Turks and Caicos Islands before moving out open into the sea. But the rip currents here, I feel like, I guess this should be talked about slightly because the U.S. rip current risk here, you can see Puerto Rico is under a moderate risk for rip currents, and literally the whole coast there, or the whole east coast of Florida, is under a high risk of rip currents. Something not to mess with. So if you guys are going to the beach, next week, I highly advise to not go. That's what I would do personally if you're along the east coast, and I would say up along the east coast, because we're going to see some very, very extensive rip currents all up along the I-95 corridor or the east coast there. So that's your rip current risk. The arrival time for the wind speeds here. So Jamaica, I honestly think you guys might be seeing some tropical storm force winds at the bare minimum, but they're going to increase as the days move on. And then Cuba, I'd say around Sunday morning throughout the day, your guys' wind speeds are going to be increasing. And then Haiti, you guys are going to be seeing some tropical storm force winds just, occur throughout the day and potentially in tomorrow. And the Turks and Caicos Islands there around Monday morning going all the way through Tuesday night there. And then Wednesday morning, it's going to be moving up out of here, and Bermuda might have to keep an eye on this. But let's take a look at Recon, see if we got another update. And I don't think we did. Alright, while Recon updates, I am going to go to the restroom real quick, and I'm going to let you guys look at satellite here. Be right back. Oops, I was muted. But I'm back here. A little quick. What's up, Caleb? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, yes, you heard it right. Watch party. Yeah, look at those consecutive towers just blowing up around Melissa's center. And she is beginning to move west, even west-southwest right now. Honestly. At the latest few scans that are coming in for Melissa. Yeah, look at those consecutive towers just blowing up. And that's a sign of rapid intensification for Melissa. So, I feel like I should get me another Dr. Pepper, but I should rather watch my caffeine levels, excuse me. But it looks like she's moving west-southwest. Yeah, right there. You see that, right? You see that kind of hard turn? Unless if that's a little wobble. I don't think that is. Usually with the stronger hurricanes, you'll see some wobble. But this is... Well, it's not classified as a hurricane, but I will highly consider... I mean, this is a 99.9% chance that this is not a hurricane, I will say. Actually, I can just go over here and look at the NHC. Yeah, we're about to get another advisory here, and I'm fully convinced that this is a hurricane. But we'll get the NHC update in about a half hour or less. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Timmy High has already had a Dr. Pepper this morning. I'm very amped for today. But that is not the only thing we are watching. We are watching for some severe weather later today for parts of the Gulf Coast. Wouldn't say, well, kind of. Parts of Texas and Louisiana. There. Actually, hold on. Let me go to College at 2 page and look at. Actually, we're gonna go to SPC and we're gonna go over the models while we wait, because we got a lot to talk about today. So, we had a day 1 slight risk, a very large slight risk. Excuse me. You also got a marginal and a 2%. Yeah, there, 2% up there for tornadoes for Oregon and parts of Washington there, and then another marginal for Idaho and western Montana, and then a very large slight risk for a lot of southeastern Dallas going into southwestern and a lot of Louisiana, and then the very southern southwestern fringe there of Mississippi. Or actually 13.5 million people are in this slight risk. Water vapor imagery shows a mid to upper level flow across southwest or southern high plains, and it is forecast to move east across much of Oklahoma by early Sunday morning. Strong cyclonic 500 millibar flow in excess of 40 to 60 knots will move through the base of the larger scale trough over the Texas and eventually moving into the lower Mississippi Valley. And ongoing MCS across southwestern Louisiana and the northwest Gulf of America will likely progress eastward across southern Louisiana through early afternoon. An isolated risk for damaging winds, 55 to 65 miles per hour, and a brief tornado may continue east but be increasingly confined to a coastal parishes as the squall line's eastward movement outpaces appreciable inland instability, or destabilization, excuse me. High uncertainty is apparent farther west across central into coastal portions of Texas. Earlier shower thunderstorm activity across much of the mid and upper coastal plain of Texas has rendered substantial convective overturning of the air mass from the coastal plain northwestward, towards the I-35 corridor north of a composite outflow boundary. Interesting. So the storms this morning, right? The storms this morning that produced the unwarned tornado near Fort Worth, those are the current storms there in Louisiana, and those storms have left a remnant outflow boundary across portions of Texas, and that could be the outflow boundary that could fire off storms there later this afternoon. Models vary regarding destabilization, and this signal in model data is congruent with forecaster experience and placing low confidence in potential storm evolution later this afternoon into the evening across central and eastern Texas. Nonetheless, the stabilization arching around the south and west portions of the mesoscale surface high. Some forecast soundings show moderate instability in the presence of strong mid to high level westerly flow, supporting supercells and storm organization with accompanying potential for damaging winds. What's up, Weston? Welcome to the stream. Or not Weston, Evan, I'm sorry. I saw a Western Ohio, whatever thing, and I just said Weston. I don't know why I said that. But anyways, welcome, Evan. Welcome to the stream, dude. And then some forecast soundings show moderate instability. Yeah, I already read that. Yep. Have adjusted northern bound of tornado probability south in closer proximity to richer moisture and removed the 50% hail probabilities across southeast Texas and Louisiana, where lapse rates will likely remain stunted through early Sunday morning. Interesting. The tornado risk correspondingly will tend to favor any supercellular development in proximity to richer moisture and mesovortex structures with parent QLCSs, but low confidence exists regarding this forecast, giving aforementioned convective related concerns. And then the Pacific Northwest, just a brief tornado risk could develop near the intermediate coast of in a marginally severe wind gust. And then farther east into Idaho, isolated severe gusts associated with stronger thunderstorms there could occur for today. Your 5% tornado risk, and then yeah. So there's your severe risk, and I'll go over model guidance as to when these storms could form and when they could pose a threat for severe hazards today. HRRR, we're gonna go 13. Actually, I think 13Z might be actually good. So as you can see, these storms that were causing problems in the DFW area metroplex last night moved eastward, and they're currently over south central Louisiana, and they're going to weaken out, and then new storm development could occur, I'd say around 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and they're going to spark up, and we could get it. I wouldn't rule out a strong tornado. 13Z HRRR shows a very, very mature-looking supercell, just paralleling I-10 there from San Antonio to Houston. I wonder what. Okay, it's got that axis of instability. It's got a good environment. However, shear is looking lackluster. So, localized spots you could get that shear and potentially, but I'd say hail threat and tornado threat might be maximized with this supercell if it were to come in fruition. But I feel like it's a little messy, I'd say. And then Louisiana, messy. Yeah, but anyways, I also wouldn't rule out a flash flooding risk for central Louisiana. Just rounds of heavy rain persist for a few hours there for the lower Mississippi Valley there. I wouldn't rule it out, actually. But as you can see here, instability is looking fairly good there. But if we go back here, okay, let's see. Okay, I think we're going to get another recon going into this thing because that other recon's going away. Wow. Alright, I don't know what that recon's doing. I think you're going to get some fuel, actually, but I don't know what they're going to do. So if we go... Actually, we go here. Refresh. Okay. The newest update hasn't come out yet. So what I'm going to do is grab me another Dr. Pepper. And we're just going to wait here. And we're going to talk... I feel like the 11 o'clock advisory is going to be the full update. We're gonna get the cone and everything, I feel like. So when that comes out, in the meantime, I'm gonna grab me a Dr. Pepper, and I will be back in about 30 seconds. Alright. It's not too early. What's up, Sydney? It is actually 10:43 on the East Coast. But we're just gonna, I don't know if they're gonna get another recon in this thing. Honestly. I was really hoping they would, but the other recon I think is refueling. Yeah, look at that convecutive burst, and we're getting another one there too. So what that's telling me is that this thing is rapidly intensifying at the current stage. So all day this thing's gonna do whatever it can, and I feel like that this is moving west-southwest in my opinion, so I do want to take a look. So at this moment here, the 8 a.m. advisory shows the movement is west-northwest at 1 mile per hour. I feel like it's picked up pace a bit, like 3 miles per hour. It's barely anything, really, but I don't know what that airplane's doing, but I feel like we might get another recon in this thing. But we can take a look at some Hurricane models while that figures itself out. So the H-Wharf, this is 060, shows this thing peaking at, oh wow. Oh wow. That is not looking good for the island of Jamaica. It hugs the coast island there of Jamaica as a very strong Category 4 hurricane. It doesn't even make landfall. And then it makes landfall as a high-end Category 4 on the island of, eastern island of Cuba as a 939 millibar low pressure. So that's the H-Wharf. I can probably, well, I don't want to consider an outlier yet. I want to take a look at the H1. Okay. Okay, so the H1 makes landfall there on the island of Cuba. Or, well, will make landfall on the island of Cuba. But it will make the landfall there on the island of Jamaica. In the middle of Jamaica there. As a, I'd say strong Category 3 hurricane. But it's all up to Melissa as to how strong she will get. And then she'll make landfall there on Cuba Tuesday morning. So the H-Wharf doesn't show it making landfall on Jamaica. H-Mon does. What does the HAFSA show? Okay, a little further south, just sits there and does show it make landfall as a very high-end Category 4 hurricane. Not good. Yeah, look at that. 941 upon landfall. It's a very high-end Category 4 hurricane. What we should do with it next. Okay. Wow. That would be devastating. What does the HAFSB show? Okay. Technically the same thing. So the H1, HAFSA, and the HAFSB all show a landfall on Jamaica as a high-end Category 4 hurricane, I'd say. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The best scenario, excuse me, will still not be a good scenario. And unfortunately, for the island of Jamaica, it's not looking good. Did we get the new update? Nope, not yet. So, I guess we'll just look at satellite for a bit. But, yeah, you could see, if I just refresh, probably. I'm trying to turn my fan and it won't work. See if it will work now. There you go. Alright, yeah, that's good. There you go. Alright. But yeah, as you can see, Melissa is showing off her true colors. You can see another convecutive. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is not gonna be good, chat. It appears this thing is moving west-southwest, and I mentioned that too. You see it's kind of had that west-northwest movement. And it kind of wants to drift. Well, however you look at it, it's moving west now. At this point, I'm just going to keep refreshing the NHC page. So in about 8 minutes, you will get a new update from the NHC. And that will tell us what's going on with Melissa. Radar. See if we got anything going on out here. Oh, we got a few things spinning out here. That is the terminal radar, Sam. Okay, and we'll go back here. I feel like it's lagging a bit on stream. Let me turn down my volume a bit. That is the terminal radar, Sam. Alright. Yeah, you're hearing my computer fan. That's what you're probably hearing, guys. Alright. Plot twist. She is not a hurricane yet. New update came out. Nothing. I don't think anything changed. Well, that says the 11 a.m. Hold on. This will help. Plot twist. She's not a hurricane yet. Nothing changed. Well, on this part it didn't. Well, alright. Cool. Still at 70. But I'm gonna wait for everything to update. It's only 10:55. We'll give it 10 minutes. But really hope we get Recon. More Recon into this thing. Okay, what if we had a Cyclone? I think they have a Recon scheduled, probably. Plans of the day. Okay, well that Recon is probably filling up. The upcoming today's flight. When's this one? Department time 18 hours. No. About this one. Okay, nah, that can't be. Are you kidding me? So you're telling me that we won't get another Recon depart in 6 hours and 55 minutes. Alright, cool. That's cool. Hold on. Did anything change? Okay, this did update, and I don't know if the cone has updated. Okay, it says they did, so what I'm gonna do, let's go to archive. That was Tuesday. Let's go for today, Sam. Team Z. Wow. 135 max. What's 135? 135 knots. 155. Okay. So I think this is Melissa, near hurricane strength and forecast to rapidly intensify later this week. Life-threatening and catastrophic flash flooding and landslides expected in portions of southern Hispaniola and Jamaica through the weekend. A hurricane warning remains in effect for Jamaica. A hurricane watch is in effect for southwestern peninsula of Haiti from the border with the Dominican Republic to Port-au-Prince, and then a tropical storm warning in effect for southwestern peninsula of Haiti from the border with the Dominican Republic to Port-au-Prince. A hurricane warning means okay. Interests elsewhere in Haiti, Dominican Republic, Eastern Cuba, and southeastern and central Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Islands should monitor the progress of Melissa. Watches could be required. Portions for Eastern Cuba. Yeah, I was going over that too. For later today. Alright. Can we look at the cone? I want to see the cone. Can I just click that? Yes. No. I want to see the cone. Yes, this one. Minimal change. Wow. It's southwest. So kind of southwest there. Or south. A little southern trend there. So it's kind of got that. Okay, the cone shifted south a little bit. Also, it's noted. Wait. Am I tripping? Okay. So, no hurricane at this advisory. Probably at the 2 o'clock they will pull it though. Or just a special advisory if we get Recon in this thing in advance. That'd be lovely. It's 11 o'clock right now. On the money. Hold on guys, I'll be right back. My bad, guys. But I might just put a flame on. At this rate. But if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. It does help me out. But the newest advisor came out. Nothing really new. Nothing. Millibar didn't change. Pressure didn't change. The movement didn't change. So I wonder if the rainfall potential has changed. I don't think it really would. But it's the same old information we've already went over. So there's really no information new previously that we didn't go over. So with that being said, I mean, we could take a look at satellite for a bit. I don't know what else we could do. I mean, yeah, look at that. She's becoming a monster, chat. I don't know how she's not a hurricane. Just based off of Recon data we already have been given. But although she is not considered a hurricane by NHC yet, I would probably say myself that, I mean, she looks like a hurricane. She's probably got winds for a hurricane. But I don't know. Yeah, look at those new towers just. She's barreling west. I see that another convective tower going up there. Oh, we got another we got storms already trying to blow up here. But I don't know what else I should go over here other than the information we went over. We went over the severe weather. We went over the impacts for Melissa and what she could deal with, or, you know. So basically, we went over all of the information that we went over. So what I might do, chat, I might just end off the stream here. I mean, we got the new update from an NHC, but nothing really changed. Wind speeds didn't change. Movement didn't change. Millibar pressure didn't change. So I think I might just end off the stream here, guys. I might come back later if we get any breaking news or whatever. If anything changes with Melissa, everything will change with Melissa, because she's rapidly intensifying at the current moment, but we don't have any recon in this thing anymore. Well, at least because we got that recon. I don't know what that recon is doing, but we're gonna end off stream here, guys. We've been live for almost an hour. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. I'll probably come back later. For something, maybe severe weather, topics, whatever. Go over that tonight. But that'll do it for me, guys. For this morning's Tropical Talk.